Welcome back to the ASUS ROG Dreamleague Season 2. Is that better?
Creepy.
I know. I still can't pull that voice off.
I've been watching you on Facebook for a long time.
Yeah, I like your pictures at 3 in the morning. Anyway,
you're going home by yourself.
I'm Bruno Carlucci.
Yeah. So we saw very fast game one. Pretty much what was predicted from the beginning.
You're not one of those people on Facebook, right? Who, when people break up and you fancy the girl, you like the breakup. Do you do that?
How is that a thing? No, I don't do that.
People do that.
People do that. And apparently we have to go in game right now, but we'll keep that conversation. You know what I hate as well?
But it's so exciting. We missed 2 bans. We had to
I
go
don't
in.
know. Production was like, we need to go.
In a world where we miss 2 bans, Milton is freaking out.
I feel like we're in a really expensive studio, not
maximizing.
Not maximizing
the value, of the
that's
production.
fine.
So Facebook, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, no, you know what I hate? You know when on Twitter...
What is this,
or
Seinfeld?
Or Facebook or Twitter, when they say like, favorite if you like this, retweet if you hate
10 seconds
this.
to go.
So it's like, I give you attention no matter what.
No such thing as bad publicity.
But what if you're kind of nonchalant about it, you know, kind of don't really care?
Then you don't
Radiant's
care.
pick.
Okay.
Somebody's being pulled off to the...
Help me,
You're
I'm
going to get the
struggling to
dunce cap, and
vacuum.
you're going to have to sit there and think about what you've done now.
Think about what you've done, Bruno.
You've offended many people.
You liked Milton's pictures at 3 o'clock in the morning. All right, so game 2. Okay, Andy, I think Fnatic have game, right? And they can definitely show it in game number 2. I think, like, in terms of... I keep saying I think for some reason. But I think, Andy.
10 seconds
I
to
really
go.
think, no. Arise and Come With
5
Me
seconds.
know how to game. Like, you even saw Come With Me. Cancel his TP to get a kill, like 1v2.
I
mean, it wasn't worth it, but you got the kill.
Yeah, but he did get the kill. And if the game's a little bit more even, surely Fnatic can pull out some good fights.
They just have to not get outdrafted.
pick.
That's the biggest thing. I mean, I think they said it at Star Ladder, where it's like, if you draft well, it's actually very difficult to win. Like, it really, really is in this
Dendi
patch.
was talking to Bruno, and Bruno actually said that even in the game where someone went up 6-0 in kills,
It was like irrelevant.
Dendi was like, no, it's irrelevant, because 6-0 doesn't mean much if you have a worse draft, because when the team fights will actually kick off, you're just going to get that all back anyway
10
from winning the
seconds to
team
go.
fights. So, yeah, drafting's a big thing in the current meta.
5
And
seconds.
team fights as well, which I particularly like and enjoy. I really do enjoy the current state of the game. You know, it's a lot of...
Pick.
There's a lot to do at all times. It's not so, you know, the previous patches when we saw like TI free, just a lot of jungling happening, and it's like, our support's level 6 at time. It's like, yeah, your supports get levels from fighting, which is much more enjoyable. So, Brewmaster for Fnatic, Viper for Team Tinker. To start off with, Fnatic are going to have another pick. And yeah, I was just saying, Bruno, if
10
Fnatic
seconds
actually
to go.
get a more even draft or a more even start,
5 seconds.
some of their players in the team that Come With Me and Arise, you know, they know how to
Reserve
game.
time.
They're really good team fighters, and they're willing to push their limits, their heroes to the limits, knowing that they will die. But as long as they do the damage to the right hero and get the kill, it can be worth it in these team fights to allow the others to kind of shine afterwards. So
Radiant
I'm excited
pick.
to see if Fnatic can bring something to game 2, and I believe that they can.
To be honest, I feel like Fnatic in that game, not only like through to like how the game developed, but like from the matchup to begin with, they felt like they were playing from behind. Normally when you know that you're inferior to the opponent based on the circumstances of the game, or just because the skill level is higher on the other side, you tend to run more risk. And that's what we saw Come With Me, just like trading kind of inefficiently, trying to go for the kill, Arise being super aggressive on pack, and a couple times paid off. Maybe that was why they were able to hold off for so long. Yeah. But Fnatic, they know how to
10
game, but they
seconds
know
to
here
go.
that they're playing at a disadvantage, I guess.
I'm not sure. I don't think Come With Me thinks anyone's
5 seconds.
Really?
That's true.
That is actually a good
Talking to
point.
Come With Me, it's like, yeah, I love him for that as well. Like, I love his confidence. So we'll see. Maybe we have a Witch Doctor again for Team Tinker, so we'll see.
Yeah, they really seem to fancy this hero. And again, it's still really good against Brew. Last game they had it on their team, so it was kind of irrelevant at that point. But if you can get even remotely as much farm as Bulba had last game on that hero,
Radiant's
it's pretty
banned.
disgusting, actually. Like, having a level 11 and Aghanims at that early on,
Yeah, I'll farm
the
the
sheer
same.
amount of damage that you do is, it's like, It's absolutely crazy. So, and plus, it's another hero that you make the other supports want to pay attention to you. You know, it's like if you let me get a free death ward off, the team fight's going to go our way more or less no matter what. But I do like the fact that Fnatic actually decided to ban out Skywrath this game.
Yeah.
I think that is the single worst hero to give away to a team who is, I would say, like maybe more map aware or just like Bruno was saying, a little bit higher skill, because it lets them do whatever they want with their lanes.
5 seconds.
It just gives them way too many options.
Are you concerned about Brewmaster going mid against the
Reserve
Viper?
time.
He's probably not going to have a fun time.
Well, the thing is, you just haze the Viper,
Yeah.
and you just sit there and you're like 45% mischance or whatever it is, and it's not
Radiant's
terrible,
pick.
but
Oh, we've seen sometimes actually Brewmaster like with Haze doing really well versus ranged heroes that would normally pressure him. And Viper is one of those heroes that's like a lane dominator. So, but it depends on the build as well. We saw last time it was all about corrosive skin, which allowed the puck Arise to actually get some farm. But it wasn't really Pycat's job to like completely shut him down. It was more Pycat's job to be like, hey guys, I've got my mech.
10
I'm building
seconds
my
to
ads.
go.
Let's turn up and do what I'm meant to do, which is be a nuisance. And corrosive skin
5
does help
seconds.
that immensely. I like the last ban from Team Tinker here, the Slark. I think Slark is actually really good versus Witch Doctor.
Reserve
Just a
time.
very squishy hero and easy to kind of navigate to get on.
it's also so easy to dark back to stun.
Yep.
Like the projectile speed is pretty slow.
And therefore, you know, banning him out, that kind of like allows the Witch Doctor to feel a little bit more safe in these team fights, but we'll have to see. But then Fnatic are actually going to pick up a Bat Rider, so they have a good initiation here with the Brewmaster and the Bat Rider. So if the Bat Rider can force the fights, where it definitely could be some fights on Fnatic's terms, which they only took like maybe one of last time, and it was through an Aegis, and they still did pretty well. So
They are again in the same situation that they were before, that they have two of their cores and there's not enough damage going on for them, so they will end up having to find
hey man,
this
just pick
core.
up the Visage again. It's fine.
I wouldn't be surprised if
Yeah, no,
this
I
is
wouldn't.
actually a Visage pick. Like, that would
That's
Dyer's
something banned
pick.
out.
And Legion Commander, good against a
A lot of
heroes.
stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. Just good.
Just good.
They might end up thinking about going aggressive again. Like the Legion Commander opens up the opportunity to give that to Pycat, and then you just stick Viper on either Sing, or no, I think Pycat would play Viper and then Sing would play LC, maybe.
Okay, I'm going to drop you like here an idea, and you feel free to say, Bruno, you're fucking crazy. But
Okay.
Bruno, you're crazy.
Legion
10
Commander
seconds
support.
to go.
Is it a thing? Can it be a thing?
I mean, I guess it would work similar to what a Batten
5
gives you.
seconds.
Right.
Because you can press the attack on like stuns and stuff, but I really feel like you want a solo lane with that
How-
hero so badly.
Reserve
Like,
time.
How scary would it be though, like when you get a support Legion Commander to be like, okay, I'm offering something, right? You know, because you've got, you know,
warming
it
up,
does, yeah,
because of the
it does,
attack,
it does what the Abaddon does. But then later on, you have to duel people, right? How scary
And you
is
have
that?
no
as a
farm.
support- You're like, guys, I've got power treads and a blink dagger because I've been buying wards. Like, how scary would that be?
That's my
You'd
biggest
have to be
problem
like
with it,
so far ahead to make that work.
Well, I
It
think
would be
that
fun.
if
I'd
Legion,
do it
if
in a
Legion
pub game,
Commander
Bruno.
is one of those heroes that you will support, and then when your cores start roaming or start taking advantage of the fight somewhere else, he can farm really fast and he can catch up really fast.
I mean, if I was to do that on Legion Commander and play support, my job would be to lock down the supports of there
Right.
with the duel. So essentially, what I'd be trying to do is
Straight support for support.
I would just literally drop your you know
Overwhelming odds?
yeah, and then also help out your carry in the
Yep.
fight, and then just try and blink in and get a support to stop him from being
what-
able to do
yeah.
anything, right? But then it's like. It's a nice. I mean, I love stupid shit like that.
10 seconds to go.
yeah,
I get off on
you
that
were
stuff.
suggesting that to the maker of Monkey Banana,
5
Yep.
seconds.
which is not anything what you think it is,
Oh,
actually.
Monkey Banana, here comes the
Radiant's pick.
enchant.
By the way, Scriff's Witch Doctor is 4-16.
He's awful though. Like Scriff is
Like
legit bad.
he blamed Monkey
blamed
Banana
Banana?
for that.
No, he can't keep up.
How's
Like,
your Rubik?
Huh?
How's your Rubik?
I don't know.
You can go and check.
I think my Rubik is like probably
I know
like
you can.
45% win ratio. Like, I think like Rubik in so many ways has fallen off apart from his instant lift on. That's all he really I feel he offers in a big way. Like
10 seconds to go.
in team fights, you have to be Van's core level
seconds.
to make that hero work these days. It's really strenuous. And like one of the things that Rubik was really
Reserve
good at
time.
when people like Kuroki played him
Yeah.
was the ability to actually not be so team fight orientated and give him a little bit of farm on lanes. Kuroki used to like fade bot lanes a lot and just get that little bit of extra farm. And he also used to do solo smokes
Yep.
on Rubik. And when you actually have an instant lift, you can make something good happen. So it's not. It's like
10 seconds
Rubik's
to go.
nice, but I think in the current stage of these big team fights, he's just
5
so
seconds.
unpredictable. So I don't particularly enjoy seeing him being picked up. And I think teams that still pick him
Reserve
kind of
time.
rely on overly skilled players to play him, like FY, like Vanscore and etc. Anyway, so
And anyways, we have an
Dyer's
Enchantress
pick.
on Fnatic, which is good against Duel.
Yeah, it's true. It doesn't disable passives
it's
anymore.
kind of decent against Viper.
It's okay. I think the biggest thing is they want it to transition into a semi-carry.
Yeah.
And they're looking right now at Team Tinker, and this is another mistake I think that they could potentially make depending on what Team Tinker pick last, is they see Viper Witch Doctor again, and they don't know if there's going to be an aggro lane or not. They're
10
definitely
seconds to
assuming
go.
not. I mean, Enchantress can help a lane a bit by just sending a creep over.
5
But
seconds.
if you look at the other support, it's just like Ogre, and now they're going to pick into PA. So
Ready.
I think that's
fine.
okay.
Maybe a Honey PA.
I'm fine putting Legion Commander, by the way, in tri-lanes.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
definitely
no,
do
yeah,
that.
Like,
absolutely.
it's really
But the
good.
thing is, I think
especially
Pike,
try versus try.
Yeah.
You will get those overwhelming nodes doing so much damage. to the
Pycat plays LC and Viper, so I'm guessing that between the two you would want
Sing on the LC.
Well, yeah, you would want Sing on the LC because Pycat I think goes mid most of the time.
Yeah, but it's really good as well. Like LC can control runes pretty nicely.
10
in terms of
seconds
just
to
getting,
go.
pushing out the wave and getting that speed. But Fnatic, they have that PA. They have
seconds.
the random factor of being able to put out a lot of damage, but they need to keep him safe. So, like,
The greedy pick. Also like that quite a bit. It
Yeah,
gives you a
Quake's gonna play the LC.
secondary blink hero.
Sings on center.
So now you have 2 blink initiators / counter initiators. You can play it just as greedy as Fnatic are with their jungler by picking the Sand King. You don't have to go aggressive anymore. If you don't want to, you just put Sing or Quakefa in the offlane, probably Quakefa. And then you put Pycat mid, farm a Quick Dagger on Sing. Quick Dagger against PA and Enchantress is so devastating. Like, a level 8 Centaur pretty much just kills an Enchantress.
Yep.
Like, just splat. 1 stomp, 1 double edge, and then...
It's good versus PA as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I was actually just reading Twitch chat.
Oh, what are they spamming now?
I don't think they've actually said anything but that. I don't
10
see
seconds
actually
to
any
go.
It's like a
conversation.
mutiny. It's
Oh, is
quite
it-
entertaining.
Is it like a
It's copy-paste arena.
Copy-paste
It's
arena.
new. It's a new thing.
Frappuccino, fettuccine
Sorry,
Alfredo,
yeah,
potato
yeah.
farmers,
Yeah,
anything like
no,
that. No, that's okay.
But every other time I've been listening.
Don't lie to me, James. I hate it when you lie. We're friends.
Okay.
All right, so True's going to be playing the Enchantress on the Bat Rider. We'll go left to right now. It's going to be Ace on the offlane. On the Ogre Magi, it's going to be Come With Me. On the Brewmaster, it's going to be Arise. And then the PA is going to be Honey. And then for the team of Team Tinker, we're going to have Quakefoot on the LC. On the Viper, Pycat. On the Reins of the Centaur War Runner, it's going to be Sing Sing. EGM on the Sand King, which I think he really like, just because he gets to play super greedy. And EGM, if you remember his old-time supports, he kind of felt like not really a support, more of a core. And it's going to be Bulber again on the Witch Doctor. So,
30
yeah, the
seconds to
Enchantress
showtime.
is going to be interesting to see how much it offers when it comes to the lane, because it is greedy and the Sand King's greedy. So
Well, the
I think
Sand
the
King is
Enchantress comes
definitely...
online a little bit faster,
This-
but then the Sand King gets the blink, and then you're like, oh.
The Sand King is actually the stable pick. Like, the Enchantress is the one where you have to actually impact the lane somehow for the pick to be worth getting.
Yeah, go get kills and get towers.
Yeah. Whereas I think that EGM is probably one of the best players at playing a
The
greedy
game
form.
is on.
So, in that sense, I like the support trade-off that Team Tinker
Just
decided to make. And they are just going to go ahead and safe lane farm the Viper, which I think is a good call, because LC is actually freaking hard to kill, man. Like, if you try to gank this hero, even with an Enchantress and an Ogre, it's going to be tough, especially with the PA mid. Like, the PA
All
doesn't
right,
offer a
carry
ton
on.
of damage. Like, a Panda would offer a clap, a haze, a significant chunk of slow, and probably, in all likelihood, secure the kill better on an LC, I think, than a PA would. But Haze picked up by Come With Me, and Sing's just doing some creep blocking here, so he's going to be the one playing off lane.
I haven't seen Sing on offlane for a long time, and he's really, really good at offlane.
Yeah. Yeah, he's really good at everything. He literally played every single role there is.
Yeah. I particularly enjoyed like watching him on the offlane as well as like EGM, back when I followed him maybe a little bit more.
Ace is going to try to Firefly the Crypts a little bit, and Pycat is putting him in a position where Ace is
Oh my
really
God,
not.
Ace, what are you doing?
No, he's okay.
Yeah, he's trying to. Yeah. create.
Just
this
imagine if
distance.
Pycat was level 2 and had corrosive that whole time.
Yeah, that would have been
Just
bad.
paid in the
Standing
fire.
yeah.
It's actually really frustrating playing Bat against Viper because anytime you try to Firefly and walk back to the tower, the Viper just stands on the Firefly and you can never blink initiate. You just have to stand there until the Firefly wears off.
I mean, the Viper will take some damage anyways, but
Sure.
I like this, what Bulba's doing in the lane. It's like, if you know you've got someone in jungle and they just want to pull, you can just zone.
Yep.
And slowing down this Bat Rider slows down the whole game plan for Fnatic, because without that initiation, what do they have? A bruise split that you're just going to run away from with your Stampede, and already we actually have rotations coming in onto the mid lane of Koikva. Not sure if this is going to work out or just be a waste of time. We also have in the jungle the Sand King, he's stacked a couple of lanes, and he's just trying to pull through. Nicely done there by the Bat Rider. Stacked a couple of counts, sorry, and he's nicely done there by Ace, actually, just interrupting EGM. And on the Sand King, you really need to get level 3 quite quickly to make jungling super fast and have 2 points in Sandstorm. And then you're golden. So.
no, you're golden when you get a BKB.
Ah.
Well played, Bruno. Well played.
Thank you.
Everybody was thinking that, but
Yeah,
just
everyone
didn't
was
want
just
to
like,
say
I don't understand what James is saying. You're not golden.
Honey, it's gonna be there, and the problem about this PA is that it's gonna get a lot of damage just from the passive harass from overwhelming loss, and there it goes again. Just every single time, it feels like it takes for a quarter of their HP.
Yeah, it's very, very hard to deal with, especially low strength hero.
The good thing is though, Hani has an Enchantress to secure the top rune, and he has a bottle coming in, so he'll be fine. Sing Sing is going to get ignited up.
Oh, they actually are
he's going to take quite a bit of damage here. Stomp's going to land.
Come with me is fast. He's got those boots. Going to eat a tango, trying to block.
Nice,
Nicely
nice
done by
block.
Come With Me. Oh,
Is there another stun?
unfortunately,
In how much?
no.
No, that's more damage.
He's
He
actually
ignites
just
more
going to
damage.
fly. Yeah, and Sing Sing's going to go down.
He's dead.
DP rotation comes in, but that one was
The creep.
Oh yeah.
Look at it
There's
go.
no way. Not enough
Comes the
damage.
coconut.
So much for diplomacy.
Nicely done by Come With Me.
Yeah, nice and clean as well. The block was perfect. He knew what to eat tango, and they almost got trapped, but they got away with that completely clean.
How much has Ace actually slowed down the Sand
Oh,
King in
wow.
EGM here? Quite a lot.
He just stopped the pull through, so I mean that would have given him level 3. He's going to eat a Burrow Strike here, probably force a Firefly. EGM actually needs to be
Yeah, I
careful.
think she can go for the
He
EGM.
can't Sandstorm. He does have boots, but he's going to tank some creeps, and that damage will be enough to deter him.
He
No
had gone for
regen,
the
though,
2
on
ring of
Ace.
regen, 2 ring of protection. That's what Eternal Envy swears by. You go to any lane.
Bulba.
That's a double Centaur Ogre gank right there. He has enough mana for a stun.
No stun.
The block. He actually can't move.
Yep,
He's so dead.
Oh no! Wait!
Wait, why isn't he moving the Centaurs?
I don't know. They were
just gonna
stunned.
walk
No, they were stunned by
They
the
have like a long stun.
Value bounty rune.
Dig that? No.
Oh, they didn't give that to
Dyer's
me.
mid tower could use a little help.
Well, he wouldn't have gotten it.
Yeah. Oh, he didn't have mana for blinks, right?
The bottom room's up. It's going to be haste. But 2 kills for Fnatic so far. 1 on the offlane, 1 on the support. EGM has been somewhat slowed down in the jungle, but he's going to be hitting his level 3 very soon, and he's very low on health. But also Ace after that, he had to go back to base. I think Ace is only now leaving base, so the lane has been completely Pycat's lane. He's at 24 last hits, 25 now, and he's up there with the LC of Koikva. So the cores are getting a lot, and it's really only maybe a matter of time that they start. I wouldn't say a matter of time until they start taking out to towers, because I think they need Sing Sing online a little bit more. But Ace from Ace.
That is a big concern as well, because as long as Team Tinker is still getting the farm. Oh wait.
I think Bulba's done.
I like how Ace he ran right past the creeps to make sure the stun didn't go through. He just wants the farm, actually. He's not even going to go for the kill. He's going to see EGM, who is at a very low amount of HP. He has Firefly vision, but I guess he didn't see him because it's nighttime.
He was Sunstorming just there. So.
Why doesn't he just go for him? All right, Firefly down. He can't kill him anymore. Or maybe he can.
He
I don't
can.
know.
Yeah,
No, he
maybe.
has Sandstorm. He doesn't have Firefly. He's just going to chill there, do his thing. What a really awkward jungle this has been.
Keep going. Is there a Burrow Strike mana?
Yeah, he has mana. Is no one going to help EGM? If he
I think he's
dies,
fine.
it'd be so unfortunate. Yeah, the second sticky napalm missed, so.
Guess what's happening to Dire's
Ace
bottom
is
tower?
he's joining the team of Team Tinker, or at least pretending to.
Oh, look, he
And
found
he's
the
doing a
stack.
lot. How's the Enchantress doing after that kill? Yeah, it's level 5. Like, yes, the Enchantress is doing really well. Wasn't involved in the top kill, but was in getting a kill onto Bulba. And Fnatic are getting a
Dire's
lot.
top tower, you know the drill.
Yeah, just getting that, like, that...
It's not so much that
stack.
they're getting a lot, it's like they're stopping a lot from happening. Like, it's not
Ace.
what you
Ace,
get, it's
you're-
actually what you take away. Oh dear.
Well, they know he's there. And he is in panic stations right now because he cannot move.
And he doesn't have mana for TP.
Well, yeah, but they haven't got a tango on Bulba.
They can just bring the
And
carry
they haven't
over.
got a tango. So you might be able to
Oh,
TP.
he'll be able to TP,
He's
I
got
think.
mana now. No.
No. 4, 5, go away! Now!
Oh.
Time to go!
Oh, EGM.
Oh no! Oh no!
No, he doesn't know he's still
Radiant's
there.
top tower is
okay.
taking hits.
That is shame. And in the meantime, a push is happening because Enchantress pretty good at pushing early.
Decent, yeah.
Radiant's
He's actually
top
going for the
tower's hurting.
0-3-2. It's actually very uncommon to see this build
Radiant's
nowadays.
toughened up
A
their
lot of people favor
structures.
going early stats, so even 1 point into untouchable. But I guess he
Radiant's
just wants
top
creeps all
tower's
day,
in
every
bad
day.
shape.
Creeps are good, man.
Yeah, pretty good. They're able to get this tower more or less no contention, and Arise has
Radiant's
Arcanes,
top
actually not
tower is
opting to go for
taking
the
hits.
super fast rush blink. But they're going to kill the offlane tower too, which means that the Enchantress and the Ogre are going to be able to move around a little bit more.
The
Honey
Radiant got
doing?
one last top
bad,
tower.
actually.
45 and 3 versus 41 and 4, it's pretty decent.
I mean, the nice thing about PA is once you get like level 5, you never have to go into range of overwhelming odds. You can just sit as far away from the creep wave as you want and throw daggers for CS.
Can I see the team's net worth before maybe the top tower gets pressured? Yeah. Okay.
Radiant's top
It's
tower.
quite a nice little lead in terms of gold they've got already. And as I said, it's not necessarily what they're getting, it's what they're denying, yeah. And I think that's really, even with that
Dire's
offlane
mid-tower
back rider,
won't
they've
last
done
much
really well.
longer.
And EGM, as you can see now,
Radiant's
he's hit
top
that level
tower's in
4,
bad shape.
level 3, level 4. He's been able to farm up some of the camps really cleanly.
Radiant's top tower is taking
Ace,
hits.
level 5 with 1,000
Dire's
gold.
He gives one of the
mid-towers
room,
having
EGN has the other
technical
one,
difficulties.
unfortunately. What run is it?
Double damage.
Yeah, double damage.
And Quakefa is about 100 away from his blink. They're actually cutting the creep wave middle lane. This is,
Ballsy.
well, they have a ward, so they know exactly where Sing is all the time. He just hit 6 too. Now they have Stampede, which I think is more or less the time where they can actually start trying to do something. Ooh, wow, that Enchantress just took all the damage.
Well, they have Brew Split on a rise, and they haven't used it, so we're going to see him put some pressure here. Hanny's looking to chase. Stampede used. Hanny still will chase, has vision. And Bulba's going to be able to back up the LC, but they're still not going to stop here. And Arise
Dire's
trying to get
bottom
onto the
tower's getting
LC,
the
decides that he
business.
can't, and Hanny will just go, right, Bulba, last game wasn't fun. I want to kill you, won't be able to. And they actually
EGM.
turn around
Let's
and
see
go
EGM
towards
in the
EGM,
roster.
but I don't think they're going to be able to do
Dire's
anything to
bottom
him.
They
So,
can clap.
They can clap.
yeah, but I think they could have chased Bulba.
Oh, Rose is angry.
He's also Sandstorming.
That DD on Legion Commander is kind of scary.
That was like one of those low-speed chase videos that you see.
Oh no, Rose is really angry. They found the GM.
Oh, nice stun. I want to say that was almost max distance.
Yeah.
I think Fnatic should be a little bit disappointed they weren't able to get anything with that, from that situation. No mech on
The Chinese wall
Pika.
flying on Pika, the Reese is done.
This is a hard kill. He's very tanky. They're going to even pop a split for this.
Oh,
Wow, really nice press the attack. Perfect timing on the lasso. Quakefa, what a player.
I think he was just doing it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No way, man. He did that on purpose. Quakefa OP, number
Yeah.
1.
Reflexes.
But Fnatic, I would be a little bit disappointed with how your kind of 9th minute went in terms of the rotations, because you haven't really slowed anyone down. You didn't do anything, and Sing Sing was farming all the meanwhile. So, you know, Sing Sing catching up a little bit is nice. You can see Arise heading towards that Blink Dagger. They didn't get anything on Ace either, and the Sand King made him waste a lot of time, and he's almost up to his Blink Dagger soon. So, definitely, if you're Fnatic, you're a little bit disappointed because they earned more. They definitely earned more from the Enchantress play that they've had and pushing down the towers. So we'll see if they're able to put on some pressure and make something happen.
The
But all
Dire
the meanwhile,
best do something
Team
about
Tinker
that
with the
bottom
Sand King
tower. The Dire
might be
winning
able to
fortified
turn a big team
structures.
fight in their favor.
Yeah, there are these still.
Well, they're going to have double blink.
The Dire gave
And
up
there's
the
still these
bottom
two heroes that
tower.
haven't really appeared much, which are the Phantom Assassin and the Legion Commander. Poor Legion Commander will be able to go around faster before because she has a Blink Dagger right now. But we'll see if Hani decides to just go game and try to fight soon, or will go into farming and just wait till late and see what happens.
Yeah. I think if Hani is forced to fight when the Sand King gets his blink, he's done for. At level 9, 10, even 11, you're not going to have a huge amount of health, and you can't take a lot of the magic damage that's going to come out, and it will almost guarantee to hit you just because of the stampede. Like, people will be able to get on you. So if you're lucky, you get to kind of blink away. If you're unlucky, or just how the game maybe is going to play out, you're going to get wrecked. And Koikva has his blink. EGM is finishing up his in the jungle. He's going to head back to base. And Sing Sing is not being contested. So, like, what are the supports doing of Fnatic? Currently, they're sat mid, waiting for an initiation. So maybe they think that EGM's blink is already online, and they want to make something happen, but yeah, who knows? The Brewmaster is going to be the saving grace here for Fnatic when it comes to the next team fight.
Well, and there is a blink dagger for the Sand King right now, so all its daggers are online.
Everything's on the Brewmaster. Like, how this fight goes for the Brewmaster is huge, and Pykat's finished up his mech. And how far away have we got from the Batrider finishing his blink? Yeah, he's not even got it, and they're smoking, so I don't know if this is desperate or just anticipation that something should go down. And
they're going for the hardest kill then again. Oh, they're going to fight Bubble now. Okay, so tanking the gank. Bob is just, I mean, that cask is doing some serious work. He's going to get a pressing attack too.
Oh, now they can keep chasing. Ouch, overwhelming all the time.
Power.
Like, Fnatic, they get something out of it, and that's not bad at all.
I think if they had popped that when Bulb is stunned, he actually would have lived.
Yeah.
Because he would have been able to walk away. All three heroes couldn't move for a little bit.
Come with me, they left him there because he won at level 7. And he's about to get it as well. And though he cannot really contest the center,
I'm not
he
sure
will
what
get
Pykat
levels.
thinks is going to happen in this lane.
Radiant's mid tower.
Maybe he just thinks they won't push mid, even though 4 heroes were just there. And they didn't even have to commit split. Yeah, it's a bit weird movement, actually. Maybe they just want to try to go for the solo kill. But they don't even have Stampede, and neither of their Blink initiators are there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm kind of confused.
With Stampede, they kill Come With Me, sure. Without, he should be able to just walk it off. But we'll see. Pykat's actually now rotating. Yeah, he's going towards the mid, so...
I like this ward, too, from Fnatic.
Very aggressive, very scouty.
Radiant's mid
I mean, they definitely know Bulb is there. There's a ulti onto Hani here. Teleport reaction coming in. Split's going to come out straight away. They go onto Bulba. He does have the Death Ward duel coming out onto True. It's going to be a free kill. The Death Ward only channels for about a second or two. Multicast onto EGM. Pykat trying to chase down Hani here in the trees. He's going to get tossed up in the air. Hani able to TP to safety. Now EGM going to eat a flame break. Nice stun from Sing. He's going to throw out a double edge, but that might have actually done enough damage for Fnatic to get another kill. The overwhelming odds hitting on all 3. Ace going to drop to the tower. Well, Sing drops in the meantime to Come With Me. Throws out one more ignite. Pykat currently chasing as well. Come With Me, no TP.
Oh man, I go to the tower.
He's definitely gonna die here.
Come in, Seppuku. Now.
Can Bulba get the kill?
He does.
I know you are, but what am I?
Nice.
What kind of question is
Ask
that?
not for whom the
That's true, I
spell
should've known better.
tolls.
Sam, master kill secure.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Singh should have come in for the stomp, because it didn't feel like anything was going to come of it apart from his death.
He delayed his dagger as well.
But he did help Koikva. You know, with that amount of damage, Koikva was able to pick up a couple kills. Also to mention at the start of the fight, Hani was actually forced away and then picked up a little bit of farm, but certainly not getting what he wants here, which is he's falling behind the Legion Commander. The Legion Commander's in kills, he's winning duels, and Hani is passively picking up farm on his tower. So, yeah, PA, not sure how much he's going to be able to offer in the next upcoming team fights.
There's the attack again, and this time it was measured.
I think they can just take the tower here. I'm not sure this dive is necessary, but EGM wants to chase. He's got a blink dagger.
He's got ulti, but it's down.
Dire's bottom tower's getting the business.
Yeah, he doesn't have ulti anymore. I mean, like, he was level 6, so he has his... Oh, I should have said it that way. Oops. Yeah.
Dire's top tower's getting beat.
I'm not sure they needed to dive for this tower.
I don't know why they
could have just
so
taken
much expense on trying to harass Pykat when there is present attack.
He's forever. Like, he is power right now.
His ace got his
Dire's
blink?
mid tower's
No,
nothing
100
now.
gold. Okay. Maybe if they had blink, they would have actually tried to put up a good defense. Come With Me wants to die.
Yeah, he is very adamant about walking up here, and this is...
The Dire might
I don't know, man.
their top
This is
tower.
ballsy. He has no teammates. Maybe he's assuming they're going to TP to defend the tier 1. They have a glyph.
Yeah, this tower's the 3rd blink dagger as well for
Dire's top
Okay,
tower's
oh,
getting beat
wait,
down.
he did glyph.
Koikva is
Can't
TPing
do
away.
nothing
Where is
about
TPing?
Dire's
He's
structures
TPing
right
bottom.
now.
Oh, can they catch Koikva?
Dire's got one
Press the
last
attack, has
top
double
tower.
damage, goes for the duel, manages to get ace.
wow.
Wow, okay, he's
Radiant's
dead.
mid tower's
boys,
getting
Minecraft.
banged up.
D-E-D.
DD.
Sing got
Oh,
his blink
Enchantress. You're also.
too. Dagger crit.
He's going to get away.
EGM going for the stun, hits on just Hani. And not true, unfortunately.
Epi.
Probably should have went for the Enchantress there.
You don't want to fight
He
against
has
the
another
DD.
overwhelming odds. He's going to try to throw it out. Does so on the Enchantress. Here comes the Stampede. They're going to go for the chase. Should be free 2 kills. Another blink stun coming in from Sing as well onto Hani, followed by the double edge. The misses are real. They can't even hit him. And he manages to kill EG. What? No. No. There's no way he's going to. Are you serious right now? All right, another Viper Strike onto Ace. Death Ward
Arise.
doing tons of damage to Arise here. Ace going to drop for sure. Actually, Podcat changes targets.
Oh, he
He's got
gets
the
another
Drunken Haze
kill.
on him. He's not able to land too many auto attacks. Gets one off. The Blink double edge from Sing secures that. It's a triple for Quake. And Sing actually finishes off Arise. What was that, RNG?
Yeah, but like we can also say
Like
that,
he was on his knees praying to our Lord, our Jesus.
we can also say that this PA is a non-factor, right?
It really
like,
is.
Like, you know, you look at the LC and you're like,
Dire's
okay, the
bottom
LC is doing
tower
great.
got blown to
You
bits.
look at Sing, you're like, okay, he got his, you know, from those rotations that didn't work for Fnatic, he got his Blink Dagger. And then your Sand King, who didn't get shut down, you know, you can't shut down a Sand King really. You have to commit so much in the jungle. It's such an awesome hero at jungling. Has a Blink Dagger. Like, how do you weather the storm apart from a really good Brewmaster split? But the Brewmaster hasn't, you know, been picking up the levels because hasn't been farming, been trying to fight. Fights haven't been going overly successful. Come with me. It's going to get
Oh, wow,
ultra
the
crits.
crits are real as well.
It's gonna come in.
Another crit.
Now you
Get
chase.
taken down.
Now you
Did-
chase.
Did Hani spend his money? Yeah, he did. Okay. good.
Boba has no mana.
Yeah. Hani actually was sat on 2,700 gold at the end of last fight, and that's why he probably didn't offer much at all. But now he's actually picked up like half of his Battle Fury. So a little bit more damage for him.
Yeah, they forced the Stampede. Honestly, though, even though Fnatic are kind of getting bullied around in fights, I think if they can delay it until Hani gets like Battle Fury +1 item, like maybe he goes straight BKB, then the team fight from him is actually really strong. PA is amazing against LC now, assuming that you pre-BKB.
How do you get the room
Radiant's
against
mid tower's
Team
coming
Tinker, where
apart.
the like 3 of them have Blink, and the LC just wants to fight? I'm pretty sure the more the LC fights with the backup from the Sand King, better everything's going to go for Team Tinker.
Well, I don't disagree that Tinker have an advantage and that they should push it. I'm just saying that if by chance they're not able to high ground fast enough, okay, Pycat went minus what?
Casual 18-minute Midas, because why not?
He also needs
What
a
does
Blink
that mean?
Dagger.
I mean,
It might just mean that they're not confident in maybe finishing the game as fast as they did last time, which I would agree with because they don't have a lone druid. Their
Yeah.
high ground potential is actually very weak.
Yep.
All they can do with their team is control the map and try to get a huge lead and then go high ground. Like that's how they want to win. But it's still difficult because you're against Blink Bat, you're against Blink Panda. Bat's one of the best high ground defenders in Dota, like period. And then you have other heroes who are going to transition into semi-carry roles like Enchantress. Ogre can obviously multi, which is strong. So even though Team Tinker are doing great right now, it's not to say that Fnatic have totally lost it.
I mean, don't you think that what is PA going for right now? She's going
Battle
for
Fury.
a Battle Fury. After Battle Fury, don't you think she has to go BKB? Like definitely.
Well, yeah, but you don't want to go straight BKB.
No, of course not. But the thing is like that until BKB is not going to be the item that
Dire's
wins
mid
them the game
tower
either.
could use a little
You
help.
need Battle
BKB
Fury.
will be the item that lets them actually try to go for base defense. EGM going to pop his ulti
wow.
here gets on a whole heck of a lot of nothing.
Yeah, that was all on Arise, man. Arise actually
Ace
blinked out
He gets a
before getting
lasso.
juked.
There's an immediate
Radiant's
stampede to
bottom
follow it up.
towers
Death Ward
see
doing a little bit of
better
damage
days.
to come with me. Not actually getting the kill. Quake was
Koiva.
stuck behind enemy lines. And suddenly Fnatic looking pretty good in a fight here. They also have a Cyclone up on EGM. He does have his blink out. Will be able to get a little bit farther away. Throws out the Sandstorm and the Burrow Strike. Gets Yules by Come With Me. And a multicast.
That's
think he
all
needs a beer.
Arise, man. Like, seriously.
Yeah, he blinks so fast.
If Arise actually got caught in that duel, that fight would have been over. Because if you remove the Brewmaster split, you're done for. So absolutely amazing reactions from Arise. And
Radiant's bottom tower
that's just going to be exactly what Fnatic need. They get 2 kills, and they get 2 crucial kills as well.
And
One on the
Roshan.
LC.
Yeah, and Roshan. This is going to be a Battlefield on the PA.
Yeah, he's got it.
It is completed. And an
He got
Aegis as well.
Lance as well. on their team fight's getting scary.
Tower's getting beat
Like,
down.
had they had lost that, that tier 2 tower would have gone down, and then the Roche probably would have been Team Tinkers. That was a really big team fight to win.
Dire's top
And
tower,
Fnatic going to be
you know,
hugely happy with
Roche is
the outcome.
done for.
Sing Sing, though, going to make the most of it and kind of just farm up as much as he can. At top, going to have to blink away. Nope,
Oh,
going to
got
get
by
yours.
Yules.
Blink wasn't on
He's dead.
off cooldown. Yep, and that's going to cancel it. And Sing had literally less than a second to be able to blink and gives up a kill. Quickfire though will come in, gets himself a duel on to come with me. This will be another winner for him. And they're going to just back off with Pycat. And Pycat going for that ag. So
You still have to admit that 48 damage extra on the LC is pretty scary. And it will keep
No
adding
breaking
and adding.
through the Dire's
Yeah,
Yeah,
make sure
it's-
that he doesn't win those use.
Okay,
Ooh,
Hani
Hani.
knows no fear. Gets a crit. Another
Yeah.
teleport coming in. It's
There's
going to be
no split,
true.
though.
Here comes the blink forward. Nice double burrow strike coming out from EGM. No epicenter, though. He's going to throw out the cast. Stunning Arise actually twice. Make that 3 times. He wants to get a Drunken Haze off really badly. Does so after the press of the attack. So the blind is real. Hani, realizing this, wants to continue to chase. Another nice double
EGM.
burrow coming out from EGM. Hani still has that Aegis. It's going to get popped. Ace is here, has Blink and Lasso. Why isn't he going for
I don't
anybody?
know. Pick someone up.
He finally pops his
That's
Oh,
quick
is
though.
this?
Not going to get him.
It's nighttime.
Nighttime.
Yeah.
Yeah, Team Tinker actually wanting to kind of force the issue when Brewmaster Split was down, but it's surprising how well Fnatic could actually fight. And had Ace had been able to contribute to that fight a little bit earlier,
He was so
or
scared
at all,
for some reason.
I think that could have been another victory for Fnatic. But instead they exchange.
Crazy to EGM, he had 2 clutch barrel strikes and he dealt actually most of the damage to that PA, forcing her to just like be more defensive and eventually pop the Aegis.
So, Bruno, if you Drunken Haze and you're PA and the Drunken Haze target is hitting you,
Yeah.
you can't hit the PA, right?
You
Unless
can't,
you have MKD.
I mean,
Because it's 50% base evasion and then 55% in Drunken Haze.
it doesn't add up like
It
that.
doesn't work in absolutes. Okay.
No. It's like you will get about like 20% chance of hitting the PA.
Isn't it like 2 times? Like it calculates the 50% and then afterwards.
Yeah, and the
it's like-
55%, yeah.
So it's so you
Multiplicative.
take that, yeah.
Yeah.
Not
Which-
additive, multiplicative.
Not additive, multiplicative. Yeah, and
But it's not exactly multiplicative either.
Yeah,
is
it
it
is.
Is it?
It is.
Because I know when you buy Butterfly or Crit or something like that, it's different.
No, it's the same. You can't
Is it
get
the same?
100%. You never can get 100%.
Radiant
Of course.
disown that
But you can
big
get like
tower.
3 times
Yeah.
35%
So it's like,
evasion.
imagine
it's
like, so you have like 40% chance to miss. It's like, okay, did you miss? No. Now you get 55% chance to miss.
It's like a really
Yeah, okay.
hard game of Dungeons and Dragons or something. You know?
Too many
You roll
dice
a
rolls.
dice and you're like, okay,
Miss.
Roll your
Yeah,
D700.
yeah. Like-
What happens if you roll a 1?
yeah. You just
die.
like kill yourself. Just land on your own sword and impel. All right, okay, so Brewmaster Split is up, all ultis are up, and Team Tinker want to force the issue. They have a double damage on Quickfire, so this is their added bonus, you could say. But Ace really needs to get a good initiation. A nice ward there as well from Fnatic, actually just covering the tier 2 tower top. But if Ace can get a good initiation, maybe they can make something happen, but almost probably not, because without a Force Staff, you'll probably get picked up. I mean, how far away is Ace from his Force Staff?
I think you just bought it, actually.
Yeah.
And I think
Got
that's
the
what's
recipe coming?
out. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they really needed that. The Sand King would, and the LC would destroy you. Like, even if you picked up the LC, Sand King destroys you. If you picked up the Sand King, which you would never be able to get normally, the LC would destroy you. With Stampede as well, you'd have a hard time. So, Hani farming up his BKB. And I definitely think that Team Tinker, even though they feel that they have an advantage, are also very aware if they throw another team fight.
Yeah.
You know, if something goes bad, and even if it's not like a full team wipe or just lose 2 of their cores and feed Hani and he gets that BKB, there is no guarantee that they will be able to secure the tier 2s and also potentially the tier 3s. So it's nice to see Fnatic kind of hold their own here.
Yeah, but now with the Axe and Viper, he's going to have a very, very easy time just finding Hani all the time, or maybe even finding the Brewmaster and making
I'm
sure he
okay
doesn't
if you
blink.
drag Viper, though. Like, if Pycat wants to sit offensive, I think you can burst him down.
Well, speaking of,
I think you can go for, Pycat.
Oh, what
EGM,
timing
that
on
was
EGM.
fast.
The
Oh,
clap
and the
actually
clap
hits
missed.
no one. Sing gets a nice double stun here.
Okay.
Stampede's going to be popped, and the Death Ward coming out. Already 2 dead before the split from Arise is able to accomplish much of anything. Pycat picking up both those kills.
Hani doesn't want to
Boba now
chase.
on retreat.
Hani should,
but-
no, yeah.
Yeah,
He's
this is a bad
calling get
fight.
out. I mean, like, picking up Viper,
mid
because it's such an
towers
easy target, is a good thing to do. Hani's actually just going to get Burrow Strike here and maybe taken out.
The old
Center
everything.
comes in.
An artful
They're actually going to chase.
Dire's
And,
mid
looking
tower
They have
to-
big daggers.
Yeah. They have plenty.
Force stuff. They have stuns.
How about that?
Well,
The Brewmaster lives though.
this
Okay.
looks very
Mid
grim for
towers
Fnatic
having
right now because this is a team fight that they have to initiate. But again, that press the attack is always right on target. And EGM with the barrel strikes just when they do
Dire's
it.
mid tower
It meant
won't last
that a
much
great
longer.
initiation turned into a disaster for Fnatic. They lose 4, and now Team Tinker is going to get this tier 2 and maybe apply some pressure to the tier 3 tower.
Because I actually felt it was okay. Even if you pull Pika and get him away from the team, he's very killable. Like even with Ags, it's going to take a while, but he's definitely killable. And your Brewmaster can actually control the fight just for a little bit before things kind of go haywire. And as long as Hanny's popped his BKB and gone ham, yeah, you can do something. But no BKB for him, so that's going to really push him back. So
And also everyone was so clamped together that the overwhelming odds did insane amount of damage and made that Legion commander run at haste speed. So that little space that they created just by pulling Pika was completely abandoned by the time that LC just came running and EGM also came.
So what do you do now if you're Fnatic and you don't have Brew Split? I don't think there's a kill, and I think you're losing the farm war. Like the LC going for the BKB is probably, you know, his damage output could be the end of you. Like if you don't force something and get pickoffs now, aren't you just losing late game?
I think that the PA has some kind of inevitability factor so long as the LC and the Viper don't both have MKBs. But because of the fact that Team Tinker consistently remain ahead, normally you would say that, okay, these items like buying MKB takes away from what we want to do with our heroes because we don't want to have to spend 5,400 gold just to be able to kill the PA, right, on 2 different heroes.
Yep.
But if they can stay 1 item ahead, it's not a big deal, which I feel like Team Tinker should be able to easily do. So yeah, I think that during this game, the PA normally at this stage should be very hard to deal with, but because of how the early and mid game have gone, like Team Tinker clearly have the map control, even though there's only a 3 kill discrepancy, and Hani's still continuing to farm at an okay pace. Like 120 HCS at 27 minutes isn't like fantastic, but once he gets BKB, things could turn around a
Bye,
bit.
Bulba. No. Have to see. They're actually going to Brew Split for this, and Stampede to counter-initiate. Bulba runs
Wow,
really
and the
far
press
away,
the
and
attack
another press
again.
the attack from Quigva. And that Brew ulti's down. Like, what is there for you to do now, Fnatic? You just have to back off and...
Farm your jungle, be afraid.
Trouble
Just
brewing
Hani
underneath
needs his
bottom
BKB
tower.
desperately. He just ended up picking it up. Without the Brew ulti, I don't think they can win a team fight, so they're going to have to back off. Luckily for them, they only have
Radiant's
1 tier
bottom
2
tower
tower
seen better
remaining to
days.
take, and Ace is actually pushing the creeps away from this.
How
with
far until
Firefly.
Roshan right now?
Well,
About 3 minutes.
Give or take. But this is the random timer, right?
Yeah, no, this is like, yeah, this is what's left. Oh no, yeah, this is random.
Come with me, getting spotted out here by Quigva. He's gonna get 4 staff forward,
duel.
goes for the duel, gets it off. Doesn't have a BKB, but Sing's here, and so is Pycat, and they'll be more than enough to give Quigva a little bit of bonus damage.
So,
76.
Andy, question to you. Even though Hani is going to be able to put up some damage with the BKB, when you have Pycat and Aghanim's,
He's always gonna Viper roll you,
Yeah.
like 100% of the time.
I mean, how is that going to play out?
Well, the thing is, if you get Viper struck and then you dagger and blink, it's not so bad because you're
Because you
still
still get
able
the,
to
attack speed.
Yeah, you don't want to get Viper struck after you blink in because then you get kited. You want to time it for like you pop the BKB. Most people will wait until you BKB until they Viper
Dire's
strike,
top
and then you
tower's
blink
getting
after
beat
dagger,
down.
and then you try to hit
Dire's
somebody.
top tower's
And it shouldn't be
gone.
so bad, but
Okay. Well,
if he gets like a crit or something, it should still be enough damage to get a kill.
Trouble brewing
The very good
underneath
thing about
bottom
Phantom
tower.
Assassin as well, I mean, you can be very, very far behind in the game, but you get 2 or 3 lucky crits in a row and you can kill the most farm hero.
I mean, we saw Hani live through 4 people auto-attacking him for a good 30 seconds.
Although, if Koiva decides now, hey, I'm gonna go for a blade meal, then maybe things will become...
You
he's
don't
got
wanna-
BKB.
They don't even actually. I was watching Pycat streams, so I'm cheating. They hate blade mail on LC.
Really?
They think it's an all-in item, and that if you buy it, your item progression after the blade mail is way too slow. And if you don't get kills with the blade mail, then the item is completely worthless.
I see.
So they usually like going Maelstrom into BKB.
Blade
which is
Mail's
pretty
great in
much what
pub
we did.
games because you get to play solo.
What do
and
you think
kill
about
people
blade mail?
solo.
I agree with the fact that it's all in. I don't know if it's necessarily like an every game item. I think that Maelstrom I've actually never tried. I never bought Maelstrom on LC before, but I want to try it because I think it's interesting.
A lot
It's
of
just
people
that
go that Mignona later on. It's really good.
it's the concept of being able to not just offer one facet, but being able to farm up and remain relevant, even if you're not finding the mass dual kills. Which, I mean, 76 damage at 30 minutes is, I would say, average. It's pretty good, you know.
In a
But-
pro game, it's pretty good.
Yeah, at a pro game, it's pretty good. But what I mean is, if you buy a blade mail, and
Ooh,
you
come
only
with
have
me.
76
Top lane.
damage. It's kind of a letdown. They're looking for somebody.
They suck come with me now.
Yeah.
They jump and come with me.
They're going to get another jewel from this as well.
How about
Decent
that?
damage.
94 damage.
94 sounds better.
Of you.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, he's level 16, so he's getting 18 per. The other thing is that in these types of games, you can go for the less all-in build because you know your team's going to back you up.
Right.
You can go for the BKB, you can go for the Maelstrom because your team is going to be there to help you get the kills. But in pubs, Blade Mail is like the I can secure a kill alone item.
Yeah. Pycat is going to go the MKB now. He's almost got
Dyer's
it.
top tower's getting beat down.
Very rich snake.
With that, no, a manta ray,
Flying Manta Ray.
flying manta ray.
What is he? Flying Manta. Okay.
Yeah, but with the MKB, this is kind of what I was saying. Like having a one item progression ahead of the PA is the best spot to be. That means that the PA will never be relevant. Or at the very least, you might do damage, but you're going to die really fast.
Roshan is up.
They
But
see this coming. I mean, they have all their ultimates, Fnatic. Can they actually fight around this fact?
I don't think they can fight apart from in their base right now. Like I really believe that
I mean, they see
have to
Team
be
Tinker,
pulled out
so
of position, and Bulba has his Ags, is also to mention, for the second time.
Yeah,
And,
yeah. He had it for about 3-4 minutes now.
So the only place for Fnatic to fight is in their base, and outside of the base against 3 Blink Daggers, I don't think you've got a chance. Like, even under Brewmaster split, I mean, I don't even know what the Brewmaster split is meant to be able to achieve apart from just controlling one person, because I don't think the damage output is going to be significant across the board. I mean, look how tanky they are. Like, the Witch Doctor was the one that you can, be able to run down in the early game, but with an Ags, it's nuts. But it looks like Fnatic are going to try and do one last attack, and I really feel that this could be their last chance, and they're just going to de-ward. They do have Ace somewhere hovering over the Roche pit. He hasn't actually popped his Firefly yet, and well, Team Tinker are just going to want to back off, rotate round, and they're looking to chase. They've used the Stampede. EGM has used his Blink and also Force Staff. They get nothing from it, but this might just signal that they can take Roshan, because they should be able to pick that up pretty damn quickly with Quakevo with his damage. So if they can secure Roche, they could secure the game, but it's Fnatic to stop them, and they're going to come in again.
They have a
Fnatic
ward,
need
yeah.
to make something happen.
Oh, Dust is popped. They're going to try to go for EGM, but he's able to get out. Roshan dies. Pycat picks up the Aegis before anything really happens. Now come with me. He's going to use the Yules to disjoint the Viper Strike. Sing going to get thrown up in the air. Pycat also lassoed, but he's stuck inside of the pit. Meantime, Duel goes off on a come with me. EGM going in with the Burrow Strike. 1 for 2 trades so far, as Ace and the Ogre Magi both dropping on the side of Fnatic. Arise comes in. His split has worn off. Force Staff from downtown. Quakeman makes it over the edge. Hani, he wants to try to TP out of here. No stomp for 7 seconds. As Hani and Arise will both be able to escape, but unfortunately True not going to be so lucky.
The problem of the Enchantress is that at this point of the game, she's not bringing anything. If she had gotten farm early game, which is like if early game was going more their way, she could have done a lot. Right now, you didn't get your Ags, you didn't get like some item that allows you to attack faster. You're bringing pretty much nothing to this fight.
Yeah. And nicely done from Team Tinker, especially Sing Sing that fight. He was really crucial. The main reason is like he actually stopped the Viper from being pulled up onto a ledge.
Yeah.
And then he even forced to the pit when he was about to get last hit by
He went so far.
by Hani. So Sing Sing, that team fight, did everything he needed, and yeah, they got the Roshan. So Team Tinker
What's with all
very
the
happy with
scribbling?
this.
Mjolnir is also completed on Legion Commander. More AoE damage added to Team Tinker. Fnatic, as you said, they couldn't fight outside their base. They tried to. They failed pretty miserably. What's left for them?
Well, again, it's them relying on the fact that Team Tinker's high ground push is not really that scary.
And they can use the Bat Rider to defend.
Yeah.
Like, Bat Rider in base is really good, but you have to be kind of, I wouldn't even say lucky at this stage of the game, fortunate to get someone in your base.
If he had a BKB, I would say that
Yeah.
it's tremendously easier for him to be able to defend. But because he doesn't have one, the last time he tried to go for a lasso and
Radiant's
pull away, he got
bottom tower
immediately
ain't a
stunned by
pretty
EGM.
sight right
The other
now.
time in Roshan Pit, like James said, he got stunned by Sing.
Radiant's
So
bottom
he's
tower
never
is
actually
done
been able to
for.
pull somebody away with the lasso. And because Team Tinker also have Stampede, they're always able to get in position to help whoever gets lassoed, more or less, no matter what. Like normally you see things like, okay, well Shadow Demon's good against it because you can banish and stuff like that,
Right.
and Rubik can lift. But the Centaur
Pycat
just
picked
makes
up
it.
the Aegis, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can't even pull him now. Like he's kind of pullable for Ace.
MKB does not work against buildings, by the way.
No.
So he's still missing a lot.
Radiant's bottom
He's gonna throw out a
tower
Viper
seen
Strike here.
better
Come with me.
days.
Going for the casual Yules. Pycat taking some damage here. Press the attack
Can
into
speed
use. Ace. He gets the lasso. EGM looking for the burrow strike. Actually doesn't make contact here. Pycat pulled quite far inside of the base. Quickly with the BKB just duels Ace and gets damage immediately. 130 duel damage for him. Hani with BKB active wants to chase Quakefa out here. He knows he doesn't have an Aegis. He's actually going to, I believe, blink backwards. Yeah, he did not want to commit to that one. Pycat throwing out one more ult. The Death Ward doing some work here. Come with me, going to drop to EGM. Quakefa picking up the kill on True in the meantime. And Arise also dies, who immediately buys back into the game. Hani with no BKB, forced to retreat. And Team Tinker sieging the high ground here at just over 36 minutes. Should be able to get the racks pretty easily.
Now imagine if Pycat didn't have Aegis from that Roche pit.
Yeah.
Like, of course, he would have maybe played it a little bit differently, but you could see how hard it was for even to get high ground here. So Fnatic, yeah, not going to be able to do much. You're going to have to give up a lane of racks, and Team Tinker definitely earned this one. No Aegis though, but they will be able to back off. And
Man, Drunken Haze is so annoying.
There's just so much heal from Team Tinker. You have the Voodoo Restoration, you have Press the Attack, you have the Mechon Viper. It's like pretty insane right now. And now you have a heart on
The Dire's
center
top
runner.
rags
They might not
with
have
all
the
the
best
pieces.
sieging lineup, but they can siege forever.
hey, but now Sing Sing can stand in front of towers.
Yeah.
But just
chip
imagine
damage.
if they had
Legit.
a Juggernaut healing them.
Support
Oh my
Juggernaut
God, you just
anymore?
blew my mind, Andy.
No, but I think the Centaur was a really good pick. It makes it so their lineup can go high ground. Like, because of the way that they played it, they really needed a fight around Roshan before they could even go high ground. Because like you mentioned, James, they needed Pycat to have 2 lives so he could be the one to siege. Because he's the only person on the team who's ranged who can hit the racks. Oh, True. Gonna get stunned here by EGM. Come with me throwing out the Yules on the Sing. This is a 3,000 health Centaur. I'm not entirely sure this is the best target that you want to go for. Sing actually going to pop the Stampede regardless. We'll be able to make it away. But I think Fnatic were really banking on their Batrider and Brew buying him more time than this.
Well, they didn't get it. And now, with the score 23 to 13, there is a lot of farm on the PA, but it doesn't mean much.
The way they can make the PA work from here on out, before they ultimately probably have to take another 5-man fight, is get pick off with the Batrider and the PA being able to chase. Okay, this could be a kill on the LC. We do have Pycat there. He's actually going to slow down Hani. BKB use. Hani will chase. They're just going to throw the Viper in the air. They really want Quakefa. Not able to be blink, and in comes Ace. Can't hold him yet. Doesn't want to lasso. And they will get the kill, but EGM comes in with the epicenter, but it's not enough. And EGM should be going down soon. Yep, they get a crit, and he blows up. And Sing Sing comes in. Nice time. Pycat's still relevant through that the whole time of this fight, chasing with his MKB. And the Brewmaster ulti's down. Come with me is like, I'm just going to stand over here. Hani wants to come back in the fight. Tries to go onto Pycat, and no, he's going to be
Oh, the crit! Wow, that was so close to being a killer. Rise is going to drop here as well. Yeah. Pycat does eventually drop, and Sing's still alive. He's got that heart. Bulba's healing him up for negligible amounts.
The heart will trigger now.
But they can't take the racks in this situation, so the trade's not too bad.
No, they can damage the racks or the tower.
It was a
for sure.
dieback on the Phantom Assassin.
Yeah, like Hani diebacked, and Come With Me is going to get stunned here. He's going to eat the coconut as well. Gets Force Staff further outside of his base. Throws the Yules out onto Sing. Now wants to get the heck out of here. No Stampede for 20 seconds, and Blink, of course, is going to be on cooldown. So now Sing wants to get out of here. Ace looking for Bulba, trying to burn him down. Goes for a TP, but it gets immediately canceled. Bulba going to be dropping first.
True cannot train with the center. He takes more damage every attack.
I was watching that as well.
Oh, he gets Force Staffed into his stun. True still dodging. Sing wants to kill something. It looks like he's just going to go for more CS before he dies. The kite is real.
Wow, that was a kind of wasted Stampede, I would say.
Well, I mean, it's only a 60-second cooldown.
300 gold on this Batrider, by the way.
Oh yeah, he was saving for quite a while, and he didn't die last fight.
Well, I think he either buys a BKB or maybe a
Heck, yeah.
I think he needs a BKB,
BKB
though.
is better for me.
Because if you want to defend your second lane of racks, you guarantee that you will get somebody to a tier 4 tower.
The problem is you kind of need to take Quakefa, because if you don't, you press the attack.
If press the attack comes out, BKB is like whatever. But if you want team fight, like if Team Tinker turn up as 5 again, I'm pretty sure they should be able to. Oh, actually no, there's an axe on.
Ogre.
This is. It's like it still should be Team Tinkers to take, but it's not going to be easy by any means getting into this base through Ags on the on Come With Me's Ogre Magi. We've got level 16 ulti, I'm pretty sure, on the Brewmaster, as well as, yeah, it depends what the Batrider goes. Level 17 now. That Brewmaster's not really transitioned well into the later stages of the game.
And now with that, we have all these guys rotating.
If they can get a pick, on someone important with the Bat Rider, it would be good.
Shivas is interesting. I mean, it does make him a bit tankier, and I guess having the attack speed slow when you're trying to go for a fight, or just the vision from the Shivas itself.
I think that Legion Commander blinking on him still kills him. I mean,
Yeah, for sure it does. Like, he's not going to live because of that. Especially with Koikfa hitting for 300 damage and having a Mjolnir and an additional Hyperstone on top of that.
I mean, you see the benefits of the items, like individually, but you don't see what they add up to right now. I mean, they don't really need AoE damage much. They don't really need the armor because it really doesn't matter. Intelligence, that's not something that Bat Rider needs. It's a question of item to me, this Shiva.
Honey needs to get back to defend.
I think it's one of those items that you buy when you don't know what to buy. Because it's still a good item.
Radiant's top towers.
I mean, I would rather, I don't know, like, you're Bat Rider, you can go Mask of Madness if you want to go fast, you can go Lincolns if you want to just avoid
Radiant's
2B
top
jump
towers.
If you
start.
buy Mom, you have to buy DKB, I think.
Yeah,
Otherwise, you
but
just
he has
instantly die.
5.3k goals, so.
And he's showing
Radiant's
himself
top
bot tower.
towers in
This
bad
means
shape.
Pycat can actually walk up a little bit. He's got hearts, so he's going to be able to walk this off. And even if he gets pulled in, the counter initiation will be a lot.
And he gets
When
a
they
big
pull
tower.
somebody, they
Radiant lost
need
the
a
top
BKB PA hitting whoever they're on, right? Because you need to burst somebody. If you don't burst someone down, you've lost the team fight. And I'm surprised that Hanny's playing so greedy across the top lane. And I'm also surprised that Team Tinker don't want to kind of take the initiation, but just going to throw you. There we go.
Oh, the jump.
And Hanny's
he's
not here, by
so
the way.
dead.
So this is like, when Hanny turns up, what does it matter?
Yeah. That's the morale boosting episode
yeah,
right
yeah.
there. That's the I'm helping.
Now.
Go, guys, we got him.
Radiant's top
You know,
towers.
I will
hurting.
say that his burrows have been on point, but I think he's only had one good epi the whole game,
Yeah.
pretty much. I mean,
Didn't really matter though.
he had two
Radiant's
complete
top
wins.
towers taking
Just
hits.
jump back. Uh-oh.
Dire
Forced to split here.
Oh, they're going to just back off here.
Wants to try to turn around, finds
Oh,
Koikfa.
Hanny's coming,
Remember,
Hanny's
there's no
coming.
BKB. They could get some kills
There is
here.
still
Only the tier
stampede.
3 has gone down. Ace goes for EGM. Not sure if that was the right target. He pretty much had already used everything. Cass going to be bouncing. Sing thrown up into the air. Koikfa going to use press the attack. Sheevis
nice.
by Ace. They're kiting him out pretty well here. Dagger crit coming in from Hani as well, who is still not committing to this fight pretty much at all. Arise eventually going to drop, and they're going to pop Stampede.
Where's Honey? Oh, he's waking up.
Yeah, he just didn't go in. I'm really surprised he didn't commit
He
to
went in
that.
for a kill and then ran off to the right-hand side. Northern, meanwhile, Ace is being chased by Koikfa. And, yeah.
Gonna have another duel, yeah.
All right, he's not
Two
fine.
duels in the same team fight. 166 damage from Legion Commander.
Trouble
I
brewing
think
at
he's getting a
Radiant's
little bit
bottom
out.
tower.
Yeah, Ace bought back.
Ain't looking
I don't think he's
good.
going to be
for
alive in 10
Dire's
seconds.
mid-ranks.
He can blink clap. I think you kind of have to go on this. You don't really
Radiant's
have much of a
bottom
choice.
tower.
BKB's not up on Honey. I think that's what they're waiting for. It's still about 10 seconds away.
Having trouble seeing straight.
Boba refuses to heal Koikfa, by the
Trouble
way.
brewing at Radiant's
fuck you.
Dire's
Here comes the
mid-ranks.
clap.
Didn't make it.
Right,
Sheeva's
right,
slowing
right.
them pretty heavily here. Sing gonna get Yules. Wow, the ding-to-ding on the EGM just dies straight up. The Death Ward doing some serious work here, though. Hani trying to kill Pycat, of all people, the Heart Viper with 3,200 HP.
There is
I
no
think that
Viper
is,
for Honey, and now the chase is coming to me.
That's kind of good.
Bottom
There's no
tower
Viper.
seems better for you.
Ah, there's
It's a team win.
Dire's mid-ranks getting swamped.
Like with
The
the
Dire's
AC Mjolnir.
mid-ranks.
Hitting for
It's got looks like we lost
367
one.
damage, 27 armor.
not bad.
Someone's
Decent,
having
15, 2,
technical
and 6.
difficulties.
Vice Rapier
That's
when
a
the game
win
is
for the
over.
That's a
Radiant.
score screen rapier.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
You think so?
Well,
I don't know.
you know what? Have they ever fixed the buying recipes, showing it as a completed item at the end of the game? Has that been fixed?
I think it just shows the recipe now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I remember people who I played with used to buy like recipes. Like, look at how farmed I was. I was like, no. Your GPM is like 100.
That's nice. Anyways, that's a wrap up for Team Tinker. And it's 2-0 for them. Now, here's the thing. Team Tinker, they have to play a game on another league right now.
Yep.
So this third game is going to be played 9:30. Now it's 8:40. So apparently, according to production, I was like pulled up for a second. We might have to do something to entertain the viewers in the meantime.
What if I want to eat?
Yeah.
Well, we can entertain them by showing Andy eating.
I just got soup Nazi'd by production. They said no soup for me.
I know, yeah.
You remember that episode from
that's
Seinfeld?
so good. Yeah, of
Of
course.
course, that's
Classic.
Subnazi.
So good.
Everything about it.
You're watching Seinfeld right now, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm rewatching it.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's
really good.
amazing. Yeah.
Okay, so to wrap up the first two games, Team Tinker look, yeah, okay, a little bit stronger. But if the Batrider maybe had an earlier kind of a gem, I want to say, because if you pick up a gem, I actually think Hani could have got kills with just Battle Fury and BKB.
I mean, how? Just like get kill on EGM? Or
No, anything. Like in terms of
how does a gem help you outside?
you control the map and you know where the opponents are and they don't know where you are. Like, because you saw, even when they clump up as 5, it's pretty okay to give away tier 2 towers to that lineup as long as you're farming elsewhere, okay? But when they actually turn up to your base, it's not easy by any means. Like, it really wasn't. Like, you can defend with that Batrider and with the Brew ulti. You still throw, like, Pycat didn't have a BKB, so you can put him in the air even though he had, like, MKB and Aghanim. So with an earlier, that was one team fight that went bad, but with an earlier gem, they might have been able to put up some control and also put some fear into him over the Roshan pit. Because I think Team Tinker played that really well, where they kind of, I think they stampeded and left the pit, and then they came back in and got it just in time. But it's still nice to see that Fnatic are definitely pushing Team Tinker.
Yeah, we'll see. I still think that with the draft that Fnatic had, it became increasingly harder and harder. And you had to pray that the Phantom Assassin would get lucky crits. But when you have a Legion Commander with plus 166 damage, 2 heroes with a heart, and a Stankin and a Witch Doctor that were really, really farmed.
But the Legion Commander is very killable. As long as you have a gem, control the map, and get a pull and crit him.
Every time they went
Everyone was
Legion
killable,
Commander, though.
apart from maybe Pycat at the end, huh?
Yeah, every time they went on Legion Commander, though, EGM was there spot on with the Barrow Strike. It was just like...
Well, that was like the one time in their jungle where they met, and they weren't really expecting to meet the whole team. And they pulled, I think, the Viper there, and then... And there was, the other time near the Roche pit as well, the one you mentioned. Yeah.
It was very complicated, but anyways...
Blink Dagger Gaming.
Yeah. We'll go into a little break and we'll decide what we'll do. After we come back, we'll do something.
That
hopefully
sounds
entertaining.
Fun.
And then after that, 9:30, last game of the day, Team Tinker versus Fnatic, Game 3. See you guys in a bit.